What is the rudest thing someone said to you right after you had a baby? My husband was born with problems with his legs and hands. I've been told it was caused by medication my mother-in-law was prescribed while pregnant. He needed multiple surgeries to try to correct them. After being married a couple years, we told my in-laws we were expecting. My mother-in-law would talk about the wonderful medication she was on while pregnant. It prevented her from having miscarriages. She told me that I should ask my doctor for it. My doctor told me it was called Day. He explained that it would be what caused my husband's birth defects. It was not mother-in-law's fault. They didn't know the side effects and she was only doing what she and her doctor thought best. My mother-in-law kept saying I needed these pills. I explained they were off the market since the late 60s and caused birth defects. She explained her pills weren't those pills. She wouldn't have taken them. They were bad. She said my son's birth defects weren't caused by those pills. They were just something that happened. She made it sound like it was my husband's choice. My doctor explained the pills were sold under several names and no other drugs were sold for that purpose at that time, and my husband had a side effect. He put in my chart my baby's father had prenatal day exposure. My baby is born and my in-laws came to visit in the hospital. It was in the 80s and the baby was in the nursery. Mother-in-law starts talking about my daughter's legs. She asked, "Are they deformed? Did you check her hands? Did you specifically tell the doctor to check them?" At this point I'm literally shaking. The nurse heard my mother-in-law talking loudly and came and checked on me and took my blood pressure. The nurse suggested that my in-laws cut the visit short. My mother-in-law announced she wasn't leaving until the doctor checked the baby's legs and fingers. My father-in-law and the nurse ushered mother-in-law out. When mother-in-law left, the nurse came back in and checked on my blood pressure and told me my mother-in-law would not be allowed back in to visit. When I went home, mother-in-law showed up. She mentioned she wasn't to blame for my blood pressure problem and I better have had the baby checked. I think every special or happy occasion mother-in-law always had something to say to make it upsetting. Odd, when my sister-in-law got pregnant she didn't mention the pills to her.